a Team 10 exclusive surveillance video of a violent bar brawl where police are the ones throwing the punches. We broke this story last night at 11. Since then, Team 10 investigator Allison Ash has been asking tough questions of Oceanside Police.
And Allison, you've never before seen the data that shows the use of force by Oceanside police officers. It's actually down.
It is actually down. You wouldn't think it from the bar fight videos, but that's what we discovered in a nationwide investigation by Scripps-owns TV stations like 10 News. Last year, there were 507 use of force incidents involving Oceanside Police. As of June this year, there have only been 137. The department well on track to cutting use of force by more than half.
We've gotten lots of calls and emails from 10 News viewers since this bar fight video aired last night at 11. And it's pretty well divided. Some say the officers did what they had to do to control a bar full of rowdy drunks. Others, like the attorney for this man who got punched in the face, believe the Oceanside cops were out of line.
I understand he was concerned for his fellow officer's safety. I get that. But that doesn't mean he's entitled to use excessive force against someone who used no force against him at all.
Police accounts of what happened also differ. The video shows the first officer, Mike Sabino, trying to get information on an assault that happened minutes before. When the man on the other side of the table gets mouthy, Sabino takes him down.
Had that person not jerked away, that whole incident is done.
Instead, both men go to the floor as Officer Nick Nunez rushes in, bumping into customers, and when this guy reaches for him, Officer Nunez delivers a hard right to the face.
That person has no right to insert himself into the officer taking enforcement action. Once he's done that, and his hands begin to come up in the air, that's a very difficult call for an officer to make. So the officer has to protect his partner and he has to protect himself so that nothing worse happens.
Oceanside Internal Affairs investigators are still working to round up witnesses before deciding who's to blame, the cops or the men fighting them.
Of course, part of the problem is that it was closing time at a bar when all this happened, and most of the witnesses had been drinking. Now, the lieutenant told me the bars are notoriously difficult places to calm things down and get stories straight. Not only that, a lot of the witnesses never gave their statements to police.
Despite the fact that we're all seeing this video today, Oceanside PD has cut their use of force in half. How'd they do it?
Well, they say there's a lot of things they can't really be sure, but one of the main things is just communication. They're talking more to people out in the community, getting to know them better. That way they can de-escalate things. Also, a lot of training, a lot of officer training. So we'll let you know. They are going to be looking at that video and say that they'll be studying it to see if there's something that they should have done that they'll do better next time.
We know you'll stay on it.